The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, for Women's History Month this March, look in your pocket for new quarters this year featuring Dr. Pauli Murray, the trailblazer you might not know. Here to tell us more about her and why she's now featured on newly circulating U.S. quarters is celebrity historian Raffi Andonian. Raffi, thank you so much for being here today.
Of course, celebrating Women's History Month with the new U.S. quarters.
Yes, so can you tell me a little bit about Dr. Pauli Murray and just who she is? I know that she's an incredible civil rights activist.
That's right.
A little bit more.
And she's featured on the new quarters in 2024. And she was a civil rights activist. She was a lawyer, a teacher, a priest. She was actually the first African-American woman ordained as a priest in the Episcopal Church.
Oh, how interesting.
And her ancestry is really interesting, too. She has ancestors that were both enslaved and slave owner. And she had to deal with a lot in her family. For example, her mother died of a cerebral hemorrhage. Her father was beaten to death with a baseball bat when he was in a mental hospital by the guard due to racism. And these kinds of things affected her. She went to undergrad and then applied to graduate school, and she got rejected at University of North Carolina because of her race, because she was African American. And then so she shifted and went to graduate school for law in Howard. Now what also happened though is long before Rosa Parks, she got arrested for sitting in the wrong place on a bus before Rosa Parks. Yes, she did.
Oh wow, so an incredible woman. Can you tell us a little bit about why she's on the quarter now?
Yeah, because she's being honored for her achievements. And so the quarter program is known as the American Women Quarters Program, and there are 5 women a year that are featured. She's the latest one in 2024, and there's 20 total quarters for 4 years, so 5 a year. And these are the first quarters ever dedicated entirely to women. And her achievements in civil rights are exactly kind of why she's there. Now, she helped establish the National Organization for Women. She also broke barriers at multiple universities, including Yale and Berkeley, had multiple law degrees, and those incidents that she went through are what inspired her to go into law. Now, one of the biggest things that really happened was, as a writer, she wrote a book about Jim Crow laws, segregation laws. That book, and also even her law paper, was cited later in Brown v. Board by the attorneys, including Thurgood Marshall, who argued against segregation. So that's the kind of impact that she had.
No wonder why she has a quarter. Now, it says, can you talk to me a little bit about the inscription just really quickly?
It says hope, it has her face on it, and it says hope in a weary throat. So she has a poem, she was also a poet, in which she talks about a weary throat that is weary because of some of the broken promises of the American dream, but still hope is able to come out of it because she thought hope would fuel social change. And here she is immortalized on money, because I think currency or money is where nations honor their heroes and immortalized by being on our money.
Wow, that is
in your pocket, circulating right now. So it's in your pocket, you can look for it. This is a display copy that's proof from the U.S. Mint, the proof copy, but it's also in your pocket.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much for being here. Truly incredible. We'll be right back with more news.